that we have to dance. We have to dance thinking about the Lord. So not only we are dancing, the Veshti is also dancing, the backdrop is also dancing, my head is also dancing. Everything is dancing in the thoughts of the Lord. That's what's happening.
He is the best dancer, right?
Yeah.
He danced on Kalinga. Okay, normally people can dance on a stable floor, but Kalinga's head was going up and down. He danced on top of that gracefully. So he is the master dancer.
प्राप्त्यश्च ब्रह्मणो रूपं प्राप्त्यश्च प्रत्यगात्मनः प्राप्त्युपायं फलं प्राप्तेः तथा प्राप्ति विरोधि च वदन्ति सकला वेदासे इतिहास पुराणका. Is a beautiful verse that says the importance of Itihasa, Purana, and the Vedas. What is the purpose of these texts? Is it simply to memorize and then chant in front of the Lord? Or does it have more of a reason? All these texts say these 5 things. Swami Nammarvar's Thiruppavai also says these 5 things. Mikkai Ranilayum, Miya Mirnalayum, Takkanariyum, Tarayagi Tokkiyanum, Urvanayum, Varvanayum, Odum Kurgayarkon, Yarnisai, Vedattiyan. These are the 5 concepts that are covered in all of the Vedas, the Shastras, the Itihasas, the Puranas, and even Andal's Thiruppavai. I will briefly go over what these 5 are, and then we will do a bit of a summary of what we've covered till now, as today is the conclusion of the introduction, the first 5 pasurams. As tomorrow onwards, we will be starting to wake up the Gopikas. Praptyaschu Brahmano Rupam. First, a Jivatma has to understand, everybody has to understand, what is the purpose, who is the Lord. Praptyascha Brahmano Rupam. Alvar says, one Tamarayal Kelvan, Uruvane Nokkum Munarve. Everything is one Tamarayal Kelvan, the one that is married to Shriyapadi. Mikkane, Marayal in the Velake, Yenul Pukkane, Ugarsel, Poliginda Ponmale, Takane, Kadi, Tarangundin Desirenda, Akara Kanye, Arendu in the Pone. It is him. He is the one that is our everything. He is Brahman. Alvar also says, Nan Mugane, Narayanan Paretan, Nan Mugamum Tan Mugamai, Shankaranek Tan Paretan, Yan Mugamai Andadi Melite, Adivite Nalpore, Sundamal, Convenient Tend. It is Narayana, who is Brahman. Brahman is referred to as Narayana. Everybody else, including the Devas, including the plants, including the animals, everything is a part of his Shrishti. Everything is part of his creation, and that creation is what he is protecting continuously. Everything is an aspect of that Narayana only. That Narayana is the one that the Vedas also say, Eko Havai Narayana Asit, Na Brahmana Ishanaha, Dhyava Prithivi, Nakshatrani. There was nothing before Narayana, and from Narayana, everything came. What does Narayana refer to? Is it just somebody on the serpent bed with Sankha Chakra or anything? No. Yesterday, as I explained, Narayana refers to the Atma that is inside of every single one of us. That force, the concept of nature that is inside of every single one of us. The Tamil literature has a beautiful word for this. Mal. Thirumal refers to the one that is married to the Thiru or the Lakshmi. However, Mal refers to all-encompassing. The word Mal means all-encompassing, who is everywhere. The Tamil tradition, there's 3 main gods, mainly Mal, Murugan, and Kochave. Kochave refers to Shakti or the Viryam, the power that we see in nature amongst us. Murugan refers to the beauty that we see in the nature amongst us. Mal refers to the all-encompassingness, everything, inclusive of Kochave, Murugan, and all other concepts. It is that Mal that we are always dependent on. That is the one that is referred to as Brahman. Praptyascha Brahmano Rupam, Praptyaschu Pratyagatmanaha. Who are we? What is our purpose? Why are we here? What are we? We are the Atman. We are not the body. We are only the soul. This is clearly shown by Krishna, even in his Bhagavad Gita. What is the soul? The soul is that which depends on him. It is always dependent on him. Us that do not have any other refuge. Adiyen refers to I am the Adime. I am the servant of the Lord. I am the one who is dependent upon him. Adimen. That comes later as Upaya Swarupam. I will get to that. Praptyascha Brahmano Rupam. Praptyascha Pratyagatmanaha. Prapti Upayam. What is the Upayam? He is the Upayam. He is the one that is going to take us to our goal. So far we know what is the way to get who we are. Who is he? What is our way to get to our goal? Our way to get to our goal is not our own efforts. As yesterday, I've given so many stories till now. I've also included Jnanam, Shakti, Prapti, Purti. Yesterday I gave you guys the stories of the kid that cheated on the exam, and what happened? The kid also next to him also failed. So what happened? He also failed because the person next to him didn't know the information. So of course he also will not be able to pass. Jnanam, the person that he was depending on, did not have Jnanam. Shakti, the watchman in India, he is usually a Tata. He does not have the Shakti to protect even himself. How can he protect the apartment complex? Jnanam, Shakti. Prapti, it is the story of Cinderella again that I gave the example of yesterday. She did not, the stepmother, she did not help her Cinderella. She only helped her own daughters because there was no Prapti there. She did not see her as her own daughter. But between us and Bhagavan, there's 9 different types of sambandhams, Navavida sambandham. So of course he will protect us. Prapti, Jnanam Shakti, Prapti, Purti. He is full in himself. I gave you guys the example of the mask in the airplane. First put on your mask, then put on the others. Because if you are not able to put on your own mask, how can you put on the other person's mask? Yambaraman, the Lord, as he is Lakshmipati, his mask is always on. No matter how much he helps us, his mask will always stay on. He will not become even a slight bit less because he gives us more. From infinity, if you subtract 100, if you subtract 1,000, no matter what you subtract from infinity, infinity stays infinity. Similarly, the Lord, he is infinity. He has Purti. Jnanam, Shakti, Prapti, Purti. These are the 4 things that are required in the person that we are going to and we are surrendering to. That is why Praptyascha Brahmano Rupam, Praptyascha Pratyagatmana, Prapti Upayam. He is the Upayam. He's the one that is protecting us. Phalam Praptehe. What are we going to gain out of this? His protection. Through his protection, anything is possible. We are all dependent on his hands only. As I said in the first day, keep calm and Narayana. That was the topic for the first day. You keep calm. Don't worry. Narayana has got your back. How do you know that he's got your back? Do you have to do something for that? It's okay. In the second day, what did I say? Break some rules. We do not have to follow any rules for Narayana's grace. Narayana will grace us even if we don't follow rules. Break some rules was the third day. Was the second day. The third day, I said, how shall we get rich? The richness, any sort of richness that we need, he will give us as he has given to the entirety of nature. The fourth day, I said the world is your oyster. Yesterday, I said the world is your oyster. Everything in nature, everything that is a product of God, everything that is a constituent of him is there for our protection alone. Prapti Upayam. Palam Praptehe. So the Palam is what? His protection. Tata Prapti Virodhicha. What is the Virodhi? We will cover that. What is stopping us from attaining him? We will cover that in the next 10 days as Andal wakes up the 10 girls, as we will see different kinds of Virodhi in the different 10 girls, as I will clearly explain. And I will give you the topic for the next 10 days as well at the end of the lecture. So this is the topics that we have covered till now. Today's Pasuram, Mayane Manna Vadamadare Maindane, Tuya Perni, Yamunai Torevane, Ayar Kuratinel Tontu Manivalake, Tai Kura, Velakam Seda Damodane, Tuyomai, Vandanam Tumala, Tuvi, Third, Vainal Party, Manatina, Sindika, Poya Prayum Podravan, Penil Tushagum Chapter. The 5th Pasuram, Andal says, Mayane Manna Vadamadare Maindane. These girls, they ask, well, we have started on this Vratam. As we saw in the 2nd Pasuram, they were starting on this Vratam. There was another person that also came up with a date. They also started something. Sage Vashishta decided that tomorrow Rama was going to be crowned king. Did it work out? I don't think so. It did not work out. He set a date. He thought this is a beautiful date. Look, all the stars have aligned. It's such a great date. It's a full moon day, etc., etc. Look at it. It is the perfect day to crown Rama king. I don't think that worked out for him or for Rama, and I don't think anybody was crowned king that day. So the question comes is, even Vasishta, the great sage, has come up with a date that doesn't work out. How does our date that we are deciding to start today, how is that going to work out? The question is asked by the Gopi, to which Andal gives a beautiful response through this pastor. Today's topic is how to clean the Yamuna. We will cleaning the Yamuna. We will get to that shortly. Next pastor. Mayan refers to the Lord who is always protecting us. Mayan refers to that person who is doing amazing things. Did he not lift up the Govardhana hill? If anybody were to suddenly go up and lift a hill, if I were to go and lift a hill, I'm sure everybody will think I'm some sort of magician. We will all think that that person is some sort of great saint or they're doing something. Krishna similarly did this, and at that time they all asked, what are you? Gandharva? Are you a Gandharva? Are you a Deva? Are you in fact a magician? Are you a sage? Are you a Jnani? What are you? To which he says, I am none of the such. He felt offended by the fact that they even asked the question. He said, I am one of you. I am amongst you. I'm here for your sake. I'm your friend. Mayane mannu Vadamadure Maindan. He has come and he is fitting along so perfectly with the rest of Vadamadure. Indriya Vayar Kulatil Tondriya Uyya Tondriya Karumanika Chudak is Alvar's Pasuram from Thiruppavai. It is actually seen perfectly here as well. He was born in Mathura, but what did he do? He came and he was in Vrindavan by his own kripa, by his own will. Everything happens by his will. We do not have to fret. They did not in Vrindavan think that, oh, they wanted the Lord of everything to come and protect them. They did not think, oh, he should come to us. He should come and live here. They were not praying. They did not do tapas for that. He came and he decided to be there on his own. It was his wishes to be living in Vrindavan. And as he did, as soon as he was born, he came and stayed in Vrindavan and he engaged fully with the gopis and the gopas. Mayane mannu vadamadare maindan. Tuya Perini Yamunai Turevan. The Yamuna is said to be clean here. I can assure you that if anybody has been to India or even looked on the news, the Yamuna does not seem to be very clean. It seems to be very dirty, in fact. However, here, Andal says, Tuya Perini, it is very clean Yamuna. Why is that? And it is referring to him as Yamunai Turevan. He is the one that is living on the banks of the Yamuna. What is this referring to? The reason for the clarity of the Yamuna is because he is bathing in it. He is bathing in it, so hence it is clear. Today it is not clear because we have not taken care of it properly. But in fact, Yamuna, and not only the Yamuna, the entirety of the world is his Leela. It's where he is staying. And so if he is staying everywhere, what is the unclean place? Which is the clean place? Everything is a clean place. Our hearts, wherever we think of the Lord, wherever we see the Lord, if we are able to see it in the context of the Lord, it is clean. If we do not see it in the context of the Lord, then it is not clean. It is the context of the Lord that makes it clean. He has come and been there, and he is making it a part of himself, and it is so his. If we see everything as Yemberaman's kripa, if we see it as his doing, it will be clean, of course. Anything that needs to happen will happen only according to his grace. We cannot do anything by our own efforts. That is what I continuously say. Veride Arul Sevan. He is the one that has to do the Arul. I've given multiple stories for this, and I will continue to do so. Tuya Perini, there's another metaphor that is given by my Acharyan here, that Tuya Perini refers to purity. What is purity? He does not expect anything in return. If I were to say, you come and give me something, and if you give me money, I will give you something, that is not pure, that is business. The Lord is not in the business of getting flowers from us. He is not in a business. My Acharyan beautifully joked around saying that, oh, we are all giving the Lord fruits. I don't think anybody can eat that many fruits at one day. Can they? At a single time, can anybody eat that many fruits? No, we are not here to sit. He's not expecting any of these things from us. Rather, we are giving to him as a acceptance that he is the one that is giving to us. We are recognizing that he is the one that is doing everything for us. In the Jiyar Pari, which is the Tiruvaradhana Kramam, the Puja Krama of Swami Mamanigal, Mamanigal has given that we should brush the teeth of the Lord, tongue clean for the Lord, wash his mouth, wash his face, wash his feet, bathe him. Everything happens on a day-to-day basis. It is quite tedious, I could say. The Jiyar Pari Kramam itself takes approximately an hour if done right. The question then comes, why are we doing all this if the Lord doesn't need it? Does the Lord need us to brush his teeth? If we were not brushing his teeth, can he not brush his own teeth? The question comes, does he need to brush his teeth? Tuya Perini, he is the pure one. Why does he need bathing? Why does he need brushing of the teeth? It is because we are of the acknowledgement that anything that we are doing, if we are brushing our teeth, it is thanks to his grace. And so we are recognizing that through that krama. We are recognizing that if we have fruit, if we have food, it is thanks to his grace, not due to any of our efforts. And so that is what is said by Tuya Perini Yamunai Turevane. Ayar Kulattinil Tondrum Anivilakke. He is born in the Ayar Kulam. Why is he born in the Ayar Kulam? Pagal Kanden, Narane Kanden. Ayar says that I have seen light. I have seen Narana. By being born in the Anivilakke is the terminology that Andal uses. Velak refers to the light. That light is what is enlightening all of us. What is the light that is enlightening? He is the one that is sitting inside of us and he's giving us all the knowledge. Marappum Nyanamum, Nanundru Mudandilan, Marappum, Sendamare Kannada, Marappara Yennulle Mandinan Tane, Marapparoini, Yanyan, Maniaye. Ayar says that sometimes I'm forgetting, sometimes I am remembering. I am forgetting and remembering the Lord, but it is all due to his grace. When I'm forgetting, it is also his doing that I'm forgetting. When I'm remembering, it is also his due to his grace that I'm remembering. Thirukkanden, Ponmeni Kanden, Tegarumarukkan Aniraramum Kanden, Selakelarum Ponnari Kanden, Purisangam Kai Kanden, Yanari Vannan Bal, Indra. Ivar says that I've seen Narayana. I've seen all of his Avayavangal, I've seen his Tanka, Chakra, I've seen Lakshmi in his heart. What have I seen? It is thanks to his grace that I've seen everything. Vayyam Tagaliya, Valkadaniyaga, Devadiron Velakaga, say Shuraya, Nadike, Shutine, Shalmale, Irari Ningere. He is the one that is the lamp that is lighting the way for us, lighting the fact that we can see him. If today we are thinking about the fact that he is the one that has given us Kripa, it is thanks to his grace. If it were not for him, we will not be able to see this Kripa. That is what he is saying. He has come there and he's let them see him. If it were not for his grace, they could not see him as well. Neither could we. It is thanks to his grace. He refers to the story of Damodara. Damodara is the one who was tied. He was tied and he was beaten. He was tied and he was put in a corner and put on timeout. Why is she bringing up that story of Damodar and the one that is tied up? Because he is tied up by Yashoda, but in reality, he is the one that is tying us. He has tied us all to him. He is the one that is taking care of us. Furthermore, he is letting us tie him. He is letting us treat him however we want to. He is letting us see us however we want to. It is clearly stated in the Jitante Stotra by Brahma that he is having his form, he is having his rupa, he is having all the gunas for our sake only. He is willing for us to take him in however way we want to. It is all our wishes as to how we want to see him. And so hence, he is willing to let us do whatever we want with it. And so that is why she is saying, Ayar Kualatinil Tondrum Anivelakke Taye Kudal Velakum Sayida Damodarane. He was the daughter of Yashoda. He was the son of Yashoda. And so what did he do as the son of Yashoda? He let her treat him however. He let her have all sorts of anubhav with him. Similarly, he's doing the same with us. We are seeing him in so many different ways. Sometimes we are giving him full 10 different varieties of food. Sometimes we are saying, today is only fruit. I don't have the time to serve you. Sometimes we are so late to bathe that Thiruvayadanam is only happening at 12. Sometimes we have to go early. So Thiruvayadanam is happening at 6 a.m. itself before we are leaving the house. He is letting us treat him however. Sometimes we are remembering, sometimes we are forgetting. It is all thanks to his grace that he's letting us treat him however we want to. And that is what it's said here. So Andal is given these qualities. So what does this mean? So let us all go and let us put pushpa, or let's put the flowers at the feet of the Lord. As I mentioned many times already, the Lord is not expecting anything. The Lord does not need anything. So why are we giving him flowers at his feet? The flowers actually do not refer to the physical of flowers. The flowers are again a metaphor. When we are putting flowers at the feet of the Lord, what are we denoting? Flower refers to the blossoming. What blossoms? The flower. What else blossoms? Love, kripa. His kripa for us is also blossoming. His love for us is ever blossoming. It is always fresh. It is always increasing. And so that is what is denoted by the flowers. When we put a flower at his feet and say Nama, it is referring to that guna of him. It is referring to that quality of him that is filled with kripa. That is why Arvar says, I will not worship a god that was without Thiru. Thiru, one second. Thiru refers to kripa. Thiru is the word for Lakshmi in the Tamil language. However, Lakshmi refers to, again, Malar Magal, Matray Nilamagal Pidikum Melladiye. Arvas calls her Malar Magal, she who is on top of the flower. Why is she on top of the flower? Where is she located? But he is in her heart, is what Arvas says. What is in our heart? The love. Kripa comes from our heart, does it not? Does it come from our head? Do we think with love? We feel with love. Similarly, Palland, Pallayirattand, Palagoti Nurairam, Maland, Tintol, Manivanna, Unsevadis of Vitrakap, Adio Modum Ninodum, Pirivindriairam Palland, Vadivine in Balamar Bidil, Varginda Mangayum Palland. Where does Kripa live? It lives in his heart only. From his heart, his love for us is coming. So that was the flower donates. Every single one of his gunas, every single quality of his comes along with kripa. He and Kripa are never separated. He is always alongside with it. And so hence, when we put a flower at his feet, we are thinking about his Kripa in each and every single one of these gunas. If he is powerful, if he has Jnanam, Shakti, Prapti, Purti, that is fine. Let's just say he has all of those things, but he doesn't have Kripa, he doesn't have love for us. Why would he protect us? He would not. And so hence, beyond these gunas, he has Kripa for us. And so that is the Kripa that is denoted by Andal's giving of the flowers. Each of these gunas is denoted alongside Kripa. Every one of his actions is due to his Kripa only. So Tuyo Mai Vandanam, Tu Malar Tu Vitordu. So we'll put all these flowers at his feet and think of his Kripa. Vayinal Padi Manattinal Sindika. So not only we will give it, we will think of this on our own. We will also tell everybody else. Vayinal Padi. If we say it aloud, others will also know of this Kripa. If we are saying it, we should never enjoy something good alone. As I gave in the first day, the example on Halloween when I got a big Kit Kat bar, I did not share it with my brother, rather I had it fully on my own. We should not do that. We should share whatever it is with everybody. And so that is what Andal is saying. Vayinal Padi. We will share it with others that he has a Kripa. Manattinal Sindika. Not only should we share it with others and then move on with our own life and not think about it, we should also think about his Kripa and enjoy that Kripa. Through that, we also will be taken care of. And so that is what is said in this pastime. Vayinal Padi Manattinal Sindika Poyapirayum Pugutarevan Nindaravum. So what will happen then? All our papa will disappear. What is papam? Papam refers to that which is our suffering. Any sorts of suffering. When we are going through life on a day-to-day, we think that, oh, this is not good for me. Let's just say I suddenly fail an exam, for instance. If I fail that exam, I will be so dejected. I will think that, oh, this is not good for me. What is the use of life? What is the point of this, etc. Or if I don't get an internship, I will think that, oh, this is not good at all. I did not get an internship. I'm so sad. But what happens because I did not get an internship? I had the opportunity to study abroad in Japan. Is that not even better than an internship? We think that some bad things are happening to us. But in reality, nothing bad is happening to us. Everything is the product of the Lord's grace. Everything is with Kripa. He is giving us all sorts of good things only. And if we recognize that they are good, see everything in a holistic view, we will realize that everything is a product of His Kripa. And we will not worry at all. And that is what Andal is saying. All our papa, all our suffering, all our worries in life, all our stress will go away if we think about the fact that He is doing everything. He is doing everything with Kripa. He is the one that is running the whole show. And so if He's running the whole show, do we have to fear about anything? He's going to make sure that everything happens right. We do not have to worry. Even if something seems bad to us, that is only because we do not see beyond the duality of good and bad. In fact, He sees beyond the duality of good and bad, and He is only doing good for us. Nothing else is being done by Him. Everything is good. And so that good is what Andal refers to here. What will happen to that papa? What will happen to those worries if we think about him? If we put cotton inside the fire, what will happen to it? It will be as if it was never there. If you put a log inside the fire, there will be remnants. There's no remnants when you put a cotton inside the fire. It will all burst into flames and it will not even be there. Within seconds, it will be gone. Similarly, if we think about the fact that keep calm and we don't have to, we can break as many rules as we want to. He will make us rich. And beyond that, the world is your oyster. And in this pastime, if there is to be a cleaning of the Yamuna, He can do it. Whatever is to be cleaning in our own heart. The Yamuna, we say, is so messy. What about our own hearts? Are we not thinking that we are the ones that are doing everything? Do we not worry on a day-to-day basis about each and every single small thing in our life? Should we do that? Or does He have our back? Do we need to worry about anything? Keep calm and Narayana. If any cleaning needs to be done, it's in our heart as well. And so that cleaning, let's do it together. Let's think about His grace. And how will that grace also happen? By His grace only. We will only think about Him, also thanks to Him. So the answer to everything is Him only. So let's say this. Let's sing about this. So we will sing this and we will think about His grace. And because of that, we have no worries in this life. Beyond this, as of this, Andal wraps up her introduction for the Thiruppavai Pasuram. It is now that we see that she has decided to go on this Vratam, and she's deciding to go on this. Deciding to pray for the rain as an excuse to go see the Lord. The gopis prayed to get rain only as an excuse to see the Lord. Andal didn't even pray to the rain. She is just pretending to do this whole thing as an excuse to think about the Lord, as her way of enjoying the qualities of the Lord. And as we have seen, she has done that pretty well now. And so through these 5 past days, we have seen all the qualities of the Lord that are needed for us right here. We cannot see all the qualities of the Lord. Each and every single namam refers to the name of the Lord. We say there's a Sahasranama. Each and every single one of those namas is a different quality of the Lord. It is not just a name. Every name has a meaning behind it. Every name has symbolism behind it. Everything is a metaphor that refers to His grace for us. How does He show that grace? We see it in so many different ways. In the first pasuram, Andal decided to call him Narayana. Narayana refers to He who is inside of every single one of us. In the second pasuram, she referred to the Lord as the one that is Par Kadal Payat Tuyin Paraman, He who is laying on the serpent bed. What is He doing on the serpent bed? That is a different way He is thinking. He's always thinking about how He is going to protect us. That is what He's Par Kadal Yoganitrais. That is what He is doing. He's laying down and He's continuously thinking. He's never asleep. If you go to any Devaism and you look at the Lord that is lying down, His eyes are never closed. He's always seeing us. He's always looking at us and thinking of how to protect us. How is He going to take care of us? The second nama that Andal gives, she shows how He is always thinking about us. The next one, Om Ki Olagalanda Uttaman. What does Uttaman refer to? He is the one that is willing to bring Himself down to bring us up, and beyond that, Om Ki Olagalanda Uttaman, Trivikramavataram, Vamana turned into Trivikrama. He rose up and He put His feet where? Not only on the people that were having Tirman Kapu, or not only on the people that were wearing Veshti, or not only on the people that were thinking of the Lord going to the temple at every morning at 7:45 in the morning every day. Not only those people, He is putting it on every single person. Every single last molecule had his feet on it. And so what does that mean? Every single last molecule is a product of His grace. Everything is under His kripa. Everything is being taken care of by Him. So what is that? And then the next pasuram, what does Andal say? She calls him Arimaykanna. That means that she's referring to him as nature. In nature, what happens? Nature is always taking care of us. There's different forces of nature. There's fire, there's water, there's air, there's ether. There's all sorts of things. All of them are in our service only. The world is your oyster. Andal refers to Arimaykanna, the rain god. Rain god is also thanks to His grace only. It is an aspect of Him. It is nothing beyond His aspect. And so He is one that is raining upon us continuously. So also in the next pasuram, we see He is there for us. And not only that, He's not doing all these things from far away. All of these examples were from far away. He's doing it here as well. He is amongst every single one of us. Mayane mannu vadamadure maindane, mannu vadamadure maindane. He is fit along very well with us. He is inside of us. He's along with us in every single aspect. That's what He showed in His Krishna Avataram, that He is amongst us. And so that is what Andal says in this pasuram as well. And so now that she's covered these important gunas of the Lord, I've given the Praptyascha Brahmano Rupam, Praptyascha Pratyagatmana, Praptyupayam, Palam Praptehe. What is the last one? Tata Prapti Virodhicha. What is stopping us from achieving the Lord? And that she will say amongst the next 10 pasurams, in which she will wake up 10 different girls to join her, 10 different one of her friends that she's pretending are the gopis. She pretends that they are the gopis, and she's waking them up to come join her in waking up the Lord, Vadapatra Sai of Shiliputtur, to wake up the Lord and say, come on, wake up, it is time for this vratam. But then she goes a little astray and forgets about the vratam, and she goes into further Bhavat Gunanabhava and says that she does not need anything other than Him Himself. That is for later. But these next 10 days, we are going to wake up 10 different girls. The theme for the past 5 days has been quite interesting. It has been different things. First day was keep calm and Narayana. Second day was the break some rules. Third day was how to become rich 101. The fourth day is Arimaykanna, the world is your oyster. This today is cleaning the Yamuna. What is tomorrow onwards going to be? Using the great inner rule of Walt Disney, I'm going to go in the theme of 10 princesses. Andal is going to wake up the 10 princesses. Each one of the gopis is a Disney princess. And so I'm going to list out the Disney princesses based on the pasuram. Sleeping Beauty, The Little Mermaid, Cinderella, Jasmine, Elsa from Frozen, The Beauty and the Beast, Belle from The Beauty and the Beast, Tangled, Rapunzel from Tangled, Snow White, and The Princess and the Frog, Tiana from The Princess and the Frog, and then finally Mulan. Each and every single one of these princes has a relation to the gopis that Andal is waking up, and each one of them represents the certain concepts that are seen in the different types of adhikaris. Different people are of different qualities. Each of these princesses has a different quality. I will send out the list shortly in the group. But also keep in mind that these are the gopis that Andal is waking up. So tomorrow we will look into how she's waking up, sleeping beauty. So with that, I will conclude for today, and we will say today's pasuram.
மாயனை மன்னு மடமலை
மைந்தனை தூய திருநீர் யமுனை துறைவனை ஆயர் குலத்தில் தோன்றும் மணிவிளக்கை தாயை குழல் விளக்கம் செய்த தாமோதரனை தூயோமாய் வந்த நாம் தூமலர் தூவி தொழுது வாயினால் பாடி மனத்தினால் சிந்திக்க போய் பொழியும் புதல்வான் நிமிடமும் தீனில் தூசாகும் செப்பேல் I will repeat again for anybody. I realize I said it kind of fast. The first girl is Sleeping Beauty, Aurora, Sleeping Beauty. The next girl is from Little Mermaid. She is Ariel. The next girl is the third girl is Cinderella. The fourth girl is Jasmine. The fifth girl is Elsa from Frozen. The sixth girl is Belle from Beauty and the Beast. The seventh girl is Rapunzel from Tangled. The eighth girl is Snow White. The ninth girl is Tiana from The Princess and the Frog. And finally, the 10th girl is Mulan. If you guys have not watched any of these movies, I do recommend you should go on Disney Plus and definitely watch these movies before coming so that you have a better context as to what I'm saying. If you have any questions, please ask me afterwards.
So Swamiji very beautifully explained. And I think this is part of what even Perumal taught. Like he glorifies also the Acharya. So it is said that when Ramanujacharya was in Tirukkurangadi, the Tirukkurangadi asked Ramanujacharya, we took so much of avatars. We took Krishna Avadara, Rama Avadara, and not once, but many times we took Krishna Avadara, Rama Avadara. But all these Jivatmas, they never even looked at me. They were so indifferent. You mind your business, I mind my business. Even they did not, even Kamsa and Ravana, at least they fought with me. At least they acknowledged there is some connection. And let me fight with you. Even that we did not do. We were completely indifferent. But now Ramanujacharya, you have come and all these people are coming together. What is the secret? He asked. He was very curious. The Lord himself was very curious. How come, after you come, so many people are coming? And why is that not happening when I come personally? So then Ramanujacharya Swami explains that, when you come, you explain, I am the supreme person you are saying. And all these Jivatmas, they are also thinking they are very supreme, they are controlling, they are in control of themselves, they are thinking. So they are thinking you are also like us. But when I come and preach, I tell you are the supreme being. I don't say that Ramanuja, I am the supreme. You are the supreme person, I tell them. So they started listening to me and gradually they started understanding you. This is the secret, my Lord. Then he said, you know what, henceforth I should not come and preach. Always only Acharyas must go and preach. So he sends all his acharyas, that is his personal representation, to speak about his glory, and that is what actually helps him to get back his lost children. We are like his children actually. Like he is, in fact, more than us suffering. In separation of us, he is actually suffering, and he wants to get back all of us. And that is the secret that Andal is also saying, that more than the service that she is doing to us, both of us are suffering. We are suffering actually out of ignorance. He is also suffering because in spite of making so much of effort, we are not understanding him. So Andal is bridging the gap. As an Acharya, she is coming, she is preaching us, she is also preaching Krishna, and then bringing us both together. That is the great thing that an Acharya is doing. And this Pasuram also can be enjoyed to mean the Acharya. So first, an Acharya can also be called as a Mayan. He performs activities that even the Supreme Lord could not do. So he is the true Mayan. He has corrected us. He has given us the true knowledge, and he has dispelled all our ignorance. So to that extent, we can call him as Mayan. Mayanai Madnu Vadamadurai Maitri. So it is said in our Acharyas, they used to say that wherever the Acharya is there, that is the Divya Desam. So it is not that Mathura or yes, they are all Divya Desams, because lot of Sri Vaishnavas, Bhagavatottamas are all living there. But ultimately for us, the hut or the palace, we should not say, it may look like a small place, the Acharya's kudim, the home, but it is a palace for us. Because that is actually the true Divya Desam for all of us, because that is where our understanding, our knowledge is actually blossoming. And then finally he says, Vainal Padi Manithinal Sindika, Poya Padiyam Puhudurvanidam. So by singing the glory of the Acharya, by celebrating his glory, automatically, all the sins, everything will go away. We don't have to even think about them. We don't have to worry about them. All we have to do is just remember the grace that the Acharya has done. And the Acharya also, he comes on his own and blesses us. If you interest, at least I can say for myself, I did not approach any Acharya, but they found several means by which to connect, and they come and then they educate us, they enlighten us, and they purify us so that we can do services more and more to the Lord. We can sing Mangala Sasranams to the Lord. That is the greatness of an Acharya. And, to that extent, I think we are grateful to Kripalu Swami Maharaj and Mukundananda Swamiji, who in turn used to celebrate the glory of Bhagavat Ramanujacharya Swami and all the other great Acharyas, right? Who have been so wonderfully giving all these wonderful meanings, who are coming and giving the essence of Sanatana Dharma. This is the essence of Sanatana Dharma. And they are, in spite of us being far away from Bharata Desha, still they have taken all their pains to come here and give this knowledge to all of us. And through us, they are also empowering each one of us to give this knowledge to other people also who are interested. So we can, say that all this is because of the glory of the Acharya. And when we sing the glory of Acharya, Perumal becomes very happy. And when we see Perumal becoming happy, all the Bhagavatottamas they are also becoming very happy. And when Bhagavatattas become happy, the Acharya becomes happy. This is the reason why I gave all this knowledge. And when I see, you actually putting it into practice, that gives happiness to the Acharya. And if at all we can give something to him, it is this actually. There is nothing that we can give to our Acharya. It is impossible to repay the kind of gratitude that, the kind of compassion he is showering on us. Any amount of service will not do it. It is just, singing the glory of Krishna. That is what he wants us. And pleasing the Bhagavatottamas. That is ultimately the present that we can. If at all there is a little thing that we can show just to reciprocate, that is singing the glory of the Bhagavatottamas and Krishna. So that is what Andal is also mentioning in this Pasuram.
Do you guys have any questions? I remember yesterday a few people came and asked. Today